Hey, and welcome to Hive45, a discussion about the future impact of this week's world and tech news. I'm Tristan Grace.
I'm Nathan Waters.
And this is Hive45.
Hive45!
Do the cheese! Oh, I can open my beer now. I'm happy.
We know. Oh shit, yeah, finally.
We've been saving it.
Damn.
Well, it looks better. So what are you drinking? Oh, we're drinking the same thing.
Yeah.
Here we go. Tui's extra dry.
Because it's my beer. Because he's a poor son of a bitch.
No, because I gave you beer before, the James Bogues. It was good stuff.
Bogues. Babes. Yeah.
I know, it's been pretty
How
epic.
are you all doing? Good? Awesome.
We're not, yeah.
There's literally no one. It's just us two and a camera in a shed, but it's
not a shed. It's a studio awesome.
We should do like a quick little...
No.
Look at it.
Well, we've already got that.
It won't take long.
Yeah. No, we'll do that later.
That's awesome.
This week's been kind of pretty epic. I totally cut you off then, I'm sorry.
Oh, I was going to make some random comment that wasn't going to be funny anyway.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll laugh now. Yeah. No, it's all been about, everything's been about the iPad. And
the iPad.
Everything has been about the iPad. I have not been to a website that hasn't like mentioned the iPad. Like even Singularity Hub and like everywhere. iPad.
Well, Reddit's been mocking it relentlessly.
No, but see, have you noticed that they've half gone to that a little bit? That they're like, I don't know, but you're not understanding it because it's all about, it's your grandma's tech thing. And it's like, well, why are we talking about it then? We're not our grandma. Like, what?
I think they're trying to say like, oh, it's for the mainstream.
Yeah.
But we've gotten into this too much already. We were going to talk about the iPad. I'm going to call it the 9.
No, we're not going to talk about
I'm going to call it the 9.7-inch tampon. For, you know, Apple fanboys. Apple fanboys need to plug something up. They're bleeding relentlessly.
I'm just,
they're dying.
I just can't believe a company's gone that well that they can have that much, like, free publicity about it. That they release a product.
Whoever started that marketing off is just...
it's
or whoever's continuing is like, they're awesome.
Yeah, it's fun. Okay.
So apart from that... Fuck Apple. Actually, we'll talk about this more on our Hive45 Plus. I think we're calling it Plus.
Yeah, we'll discuss that more when we just...
when
we just sit and chill, no laptops and all that, just talk about whatever.
We'll talk about that with one of our friends, Louis, who's a very big Apple fanboy. He's kind of not Apple-ish, more PC, and I'm PC Android.
Yeah.
Yeah. Google. Yeah, Google.
Awesome. It's a hell of an intro, eh? We had a pretty good intro.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
It was.
Yeah, not too long, not too short. No.
Okay, first one is something I found which was awesome. It's a Wired article, and it is about the next industrial revolution. And it's called The Next Industrial Revolution, Atoms Are the New Bits.
Prostitution?
It is, actually. How did you know?
It's not prostitution, is it?
Sort of. Well, no.
We're going to run this economy on whores. Whores and hard work.
Well, there you go. Just like the Middle Ages. I can't back that up.
Oh, God. People from the Middle Ages
are Protestant work ethic.
You, man. They're going to hate
you. Yeah, I know. See, now I'm doing temporal.
Every episode, you mock someone.
I know. Temporal mocking. It's great. Anyway, this article is fantastic. I've been thinking about this article all day, all week. It's pretty much saying that how easy it is now to actually like put your own design and then make a quick prototype of it, and then like say get a factory in China to actually make it. Like you put a little bit of capital in, and it's really tiny now, like just a few $1,000s or even less if you're doing it well. And then you send it off, you get the prototype back. If it works to your specifications, then you just say, hey, let me do it. And I even linked to this site called Alibaba.com, which surprisingly I'd never heard of it, but it has actually been the largest tech. It's got float. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, largest tech IPO since Google. Which I had never heard of this site before. I feel stupid.
I've known them for a while. For people who don't know, they're basically a whole bunch of manufacturers go on there, and at least they can offer all sorts of stuff. Most of them are Chinese because you get cheap stuff there.
Well, that's where they get all the fat. I think it is mainly Chinese.
And anyone can go on and just contact other manufacturers and ask for what they want, or buy stuff, sell stuff.
It's kind of epic, and the thing in this, the Wired article is talking about this guy making a car, which isn't really the best example. Like there was a lot of discussion. No, there was discussion about it, how it's not that special. It's really only end up being done by one guy. But I think it's just the idea of it. Like maybe not cars, but just still.
No, it's the idea that like this thing's been coming for a while now. Crowdsourcing.
It has.
Ever since, I think people, as soon as social media kind of hit off. When was that? Like 2005, I'll say.
Well, that's when the buzzword became.
Yeah, it started to really hit off, and people were like, "Wow, actually, you know, it's not a top-down approach, it's a bottom-up
Bottom up.
approach.
Yeah.
It's a whole bunch of people interacting, and you get collective intelligence out of that. You get a hive mind. Where was I going with that? But yeah, but it's been happening for a while, but it hasn't, and it's been moving into the mainstream and into the real world.
Well, and now we're starting to see it. It's going to be a progressive thing.
Yeah, but I was just amazed at the fact that they're building cars on this stuff. Like cars.
Well, yeah, the very fact that they can do that, like,
yeah,
usually the amount of R&D that goes into a single car,
yeah,
and now that we can just get like a lot of people together with their expert knowledge and actually say, hey, let's design a car. And
this
like, the fact that that's feasible.
Yeah,
is a little ridiculous.
And I think the backstory was this guy.
It's a nice car. Check out the car.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. It's very. It's almost Halo-ish.
It's great. It's a warthog.
It's very much like that. But you should give it backstory the way they did. It's a company of I think 10 people. They have
10 full-time employees.
Yep.
Well,
and the guy who started the CEO is like the grandson of the guy who did the Indian motorcycle company.
I don't remember. I read
a really famous thing
about a week ago, but it was
But anyway.
Yeah, it's just fantastic. Just them.
But no. But the cool thing is that their ratio is 500 to 1. So there are 500 people on their website who are actually inputting ideas. There were I think they're broken up into people like designers, graphic designers, sort of thing, engineers, and just car enthusiasts.
Yeah, so and just get people to put their input just straight back to them. Like, I mean, the very fact that you can actually make just like a quick model, like do it in a 3D thing, like put it out there and then you release it to the community, you say to the community, what do you think about this? Then people give their feedbacks, especially when talking like car enthusiasts. Like, I've been to many forums like around them and they're hardcore. Like, they're great, absolutely fantastic. And the best part is as well is they're doing 3D printers with it. You just make doing the resin, the plastic mock-up of it. And the very fact that, you're right, they're doing it with cars now. Well, if it's possible with cars, it's just...
Well, I think that it's moving that way. Everyone knows it's moving that way. I can't wait to see the tipping point where the mainstream, the big businesses, finally realise that the way to do business is not your top-down pyramid where you've got a few people at the top telling everyone else what to do and what to buy. It's, you know... The people who are buying your stuff telling you...
Why would there be a big business doing that? Wouldn't the big business actually end up becoming all the people at the bottom? Like, the very idea, like, the business would end up switching around that the CEO would only look at what that people want. That your business would be your customers. Like, the stakeholders end up becoming the company.
No, but it's... I mean, if that demolishes them, that's...
It is, though, like...
No, you're saying the end of capitalism here, though.
No, not the end of capitalism. Capitalism is still just going to go there, but... No, I think that goes a bit further.
Yeah, that's a long way. I think for the next probably 20 years, 10, 15, 20 years, it'll be a small bunch of people start a company, get a bunch of other people who are volunteering to get behind it, and then they sell the product based on what they want. It's a feedback loop.
Yeah, but I think that it'll end up being, like you're saying, that big business are going to be the ones to adopt it. I think it'll be that one person or one community, it won't be a person, it'll be a community actually shows how it's done, and then others will be like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Like, we need to do this. Like, imagine having like a Twitter type thing or something. I know like Twitter's big, I'm not the biggest fan, but just the very fact of like having all those people just quickly contributing on something.
Yeah.
I don't know, like they're doing it now with small forums, like 500 to 1, like that seems, it's a pretty big ratio, but it could be larger.
Yeah, but it's just, I'm saying like it'll be interesting when businesses finally start seeing more benefit in adopting the opposite model.
Rather than just going from top down.
Then it starts seeing the main... Like, at the moment, it's a very niche thing. Crowdsourcing business, open source business, it's very niche. It's very internet-based, like, around the whole technology growth and all that stuff.
I think when the 3D printers get a little bit cheaper as well.
Yeah.
But you have that in your home. Like, they're saying it's under $1,000 now, which is blowing my mind. I didn't even realise that.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, cool.
Anyway, what's...
one I found that was... I forget when this was. It was the 22nd, but it's a bit... back now, but they've found this Seaslug just off the coast of North America, which actually it can photosynthesize using energy from light to convert carbon dioxide into sugars. So basically, this slug goes around eating algae. That obviously algae has, you know, what's it called? Chloroplast.
Chloroplast.
Chloroplast. Yes. Oh, science fail.